Welcome, folks, to Last Minute Betting with the Sports Nuts. I'm supposed to be in a good mood after my Cardinals blew a 2-0 lead. I don't think I'm in a very good mood at all. I'm pretty ticked off right now. Brought to you by OddsJam, the premier odds comparison company. Boy, am I mad right now, Mike. I'm mad. BetMGM and PointsBet. I got those links below in the description. And the Underdog Fantasy and Thrive Fantasy deposit match link is there also. And you are right, Mac Jones. He's a rate. The Cardinals ruined his parlay. They ruined more than that for me, buddy. They ruined my supper. That's not good. I need to eat. 93-0 heading into that ninth inning. I know. As soon as they put that stat up, what did I say, Mike? They shouldn't be doing that, right?
Well,
it's always a bad omen when they do that crap. All right. Don't forget, get 10% off your first month with OddsJam.com. You got two promo codes, 10% off, 10 Bob or Mike 10. And man, I tell you what, I don't even know what to say. I'm going through my bet tracker right now. I did get Lars Nootbaar over 0.5. He got a hit. That's good. I got to check the Quintana because the bet tracker didn't grade this yet. Why do you take Quintana out in the first place, Mike? And what were they doing? He had 3 Ks. It was over 3.5 Ks. So Ali Marmol cost me money by taking him out after he just got done striking out Kyle Schwarber. I mean, go ahead, Mike. You got anything to say? I got nothing to say.
No, Bob. They made a mistake, I think, by taking him out, especially after striking out Schwarber. That's definitely not the time you say, well, let's take him out now. I mean, give him another batter, and then if things go well there, he gets an out. Give him another batter. I mean, maybe he's likely able to pitch the rest of that 5th inning, and then maybe you evaluate it from there. I don't know why they were so dead set on having somebody warm up and immediately with Quintana grooving the way he was, and then obviously bringing in Helsley and not having a plan to back up that disaster quicker. Backfired as well. By the time they got somebody warmed up, the storm was well on its way. You can't blame Palante for coming in. He got a couple of balls on the ground. The one was to Goldschmidt that he had to throw home to try to get the out. So that's not on Palante. And the ball that got through past Edman, again, it's not on him. You got what you needed. Not sure why they weren't set up defensively for a double play. In that position, but just all around disaster. And now the Phillies are likely going to win this series.
I don't even know what to say when you.
Well, Bob, if you're the Cardinals, you did everything right in this aspect. You didn't do a whole lot against Zach Wheeler, no, but you got him out of the game at a good enough point where you could capitalize on their bullpen, which has been somewhat questionable for them, and you sucked the life out of them with the 2-run home run by Yepez, only to make disaster mistakes yourself when you had it all. You had momentum, you had the edge, you had everything there. The only thing that could have happened was Marmol just mishandling the situation in which he did. So that's all I got there, buddy.
Well, gee, thanks. That makes me just feel wonderful right now. Oh, goodness.
Well, I said the Cardinals needed to win game 1. They did in a sense. They did everything until the manager decided, the players did a great job. They did everything we needed them to do, and I'm just gonna bring in a guy who's very questionable here. So, all right. You got to give some credit to the Phillies. I mean, whether you want to or not, they like the Cardinals hung around as well as best as they could.
Let me get to all the comments. Mac was agreeing. He said the same. They're going to lose now. Questionable managing to your manager. And, of course, Stuart Zimmerman is loving it. Wow,
Yeah,
you know
wow,
he
he's in
is.
shock. Yeah, but good. I mean, hey,
Let me get the Stevens comment here. The Scherzer over 5.5 strikeouts was under. Now it's over. No, I don't like him over 5.5 strikeouts in this game. I look at the Padres to get to him. I actually have the Padres on the money line tonight. You guys are going to laugh at me, but I'm telling you. And they are not going to win the series. I mean, anything can happen. It's 3 games, okay? They win tomorrow. They could very well win the 3rd game, but the Phillies do not look good at all at the
no,
plate.
well,
And
neither team
I
does.
gave
No,
it to them, Mike. 2
no,
losses.
Bob. I hyped both. I hyped both of these teams up offensively. And while you look at the score and you say, well, the Phillies got 6 runs. I mean, the Phillies. The Cardinals at least had a 2-run homer. The Phillies offense didn't look good either. Arenado Goldschmidt didn't look good. None of these big guys for either team looked good. And quite frankly, I think if the winner of this series, I'm not sure how deep they can go. You could look at Wheeler's outing and say, boy, what a game by him. And he did pitch a great game. But the Cardinals do stink against him in general. So, if you're going to expect him to pitch that dominant and not give him any run support, the Phillies offense is kind of their go-to. So a little worried for both of these teams going forward. I got to be honest. I was expecting a little more. I was expecting, a higher scoring game, some offense. And I thought since the Cardinals probably needed this game more, you could argue. I mean, you could argue the Phillies needed it more because if they go down 1-0, now they got to play another one on the road. But you definitely game 1 in a best of 3 series, Bob, is 70+% of the time you're in the bag.
All right, I want to share my screen. I want to share my screen real quick because I want to show you what I've done on Underdog. All right. So I'm sitting here with 2 picks for $30, and this game is not over yet. I need a hit from Cal Raleigh to get that through. This one here, not a good one. Not a good one at all. 5 picks for $100. It didn't happen. But I am going to have one that comes through. It is the Newt Bar and Castillo. Newt Bar to get a hit. Castillo under 5.5 strikeouts. He had 5 strikeouts, Mike, and he's in the game now. That's a W, baby, on Underdog. Okay, so I just got to tell you that little Underdog winnings there. Also, when I look at the positive EV page right now, Houston versus Memphis. This is the only recommended filter play here. I'm going to refresh just to see.
Yeah, refresh.
A couple other came up. Houston on the money line. Houston plus 2.5 and plus 1.5. I haven't even handicapped this game. I have no idea what I think about this game. But the plus 1.5 is a 55% chance win percentage, and the plus 2.5 is 53. So you know what? I think I'm going to hit these both.
Yeah, I like them.
I'm not sure about the money line. What are your thoughts there?
I would jump on it.
Okay. I might hit it for a half a unit.
I would jump on that.
I'm going to do it. And then when you take over your part, I'm going to go ahead and lock these babies in. And if they're wrong, you're in deep trouble. Then we got Colorado State against Nevada under 45 points, minus 110 on Caesars. Recommended filter play, another 53%er. You know what? I'll lock it in for a unit. How's that sound?
I like it.
Okay. And I want to show my bet tracker, and then I'm going to get out of your hair for a second here. This is where I'm at, Mike. 56.22 with what came through this morning. Your buddy Bob here has almost caught up with last week's record-setting profit performance. Mike, I'm on fire. Okay, that's all I can tell you. 11% RI, 52% beating the closing line value. And Mike, take a look. 1954 profit in baseball, 1962 in basketball, and football is now overtaken hockey. All right. And hockey's right around the corner. I'm excited. This is going to be a great time of the year to make money betting sports and look at all of the positive evenings.
Yeah, no two ways about it.
All right. I'm done sharing. I'm probably done talking for a while, except for I'm going to let you get to the comments here. And also, I just want to say,
yeah, Bob, they're all, I mean, right here, Max says, Bob, you were down in the dumps. What is up, Jordan? What is up, Jordan? If Bob's having an off day, should go with Mets money line. 93% of money is bet on.
Hold on. Time. I'm not having an off day. Did you just not hear? I gained profit this morning. And I actually, can I tell you this? I didn't bet on the Cardinals, guys. I'm not the guy who bet them and picked them. The guy you're talking to. Let me do a little solo thing here. There's your guy.
Oh,
there's
hi.
The culprit right
hey,
there.
Everybody. Yeah, I'm the goofball that bet on the St. Louis Cardinals on the money line. That'd be me. That would be me. You are seeing him right now. Yeah, Bob had the Guardians on the money line. Should have tailed back.
I did. Yeah, baby. And the under.
Oh, you took the under in that game as well, huh? Let me also point out I did the Mariners Blue Jays video, Bob. And I was on the Blue Jays money line. Don't let me go solo again. I'm embarrassed.
So low you can't hear it.
Guys, I'm telling it. Listen, chat, everybody listen. Bob, listen. I freaking have been a monster on betting in the MLB, and I lost the Cardinals and the Blue. I mean, the Blue Jays are losing. There's no doubt, I think now. I lost both of those bets. I'm 0-2 to start the playoffs. And I'm supposed to be a baseball guy? Dang, right. Bro. Bob's on fire. What is going on?
Bob gets to take over here, okay? Was it Steven last night that said we'll call it a triple crown bet if you and Jordan and Mike are all on the same bet? Well, guess what? We were all three on the Blue Jays, except there's a difference. I didn't bet them, and they lost, okay? I did have
a video on them, and I rode.
Yeah, you did.
I rode with my bets. Not a good start. Not a good start.
Are we likely to see Hader or Diaz tonight? I think Hader, if it eats one, because I got to be honest with you guys. Don't be surprised if, first of all, I took Machado and Soto both to get RBIs tonight. I'm going for it, man. I'm going for it.
You're all in on the Padres, yeah. Well, Bob, here's what we do know. So far, it looks like the road teams are looking good, and you know, I mean, Cleveland obviously took care of business in a tight one against Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay was up 1-0. Jose Ramirez had a 2-run shot, took the lead. Phillies come back and win a thriller against the Cardinals, and then Seattle just absolutely cruising against the Blue Jays on the road. So, you know, you could be in great shape tonight, Bob.
Jordan, I just want to tell you something here. You're talking about crushing college football. I've been crushing it too, dude. I'm all over the place. I'm putting out videos every day of a college football game, just about every day. And I am picking usually the point spread or the money line. And I'm also, you clowns didn't answer my question. I said Hader, Ronald. I said said hater. I said it like 3 times. I said hater. Okay. All right. And we don't call each other names in this chat. Okay. So you get that straight, please. We just don't do that. That's not how we operate. We have a good time and we make money. All right. And if you want to follow us, you can make some money with us. Let's do it together, man. Let's have a good time. All right. So with that being said, Mike, talking about college football, I think I had Nebraska. I have Nebraska on the point spread tonight, and I think I had the under in this game, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check, and I will tell you. Rutgers, Nebraska. I had Nebraska on the money line and under 49.5 in this game tonight. Yeah.
Yeah, I've been having a little bit of success in college football, but I've been hammering a lot of NFL here lately. A lot of positive EV bets for me that I've been on. So that's where the majority of my bets have been coming in at. Let's get to Jason Finley here. What would you recommend throwing my $1,000 risk-free bet on for BetMGM? And if you're here's the question: are you wanting to bet it tonight, or are you wanting to wait until you got something that you really like? Because tonight, I mean, this Padres Mets game, Bob, although you can get the Padres on the money line for plus odds, that would be a possibly good usage of that bet. But if you're wanting to wait until Sunday, go ahead, Bob.
He's got a free bet. You need to use the free bet converter. If you've got an account, you need to use the free bet converter and guarantee yourself about 600 or 700 out of that. And if you haven't done it, Jason, I mean, I don't know whether you have or not. I'd be more than happy to share my screen.
I think he's wanting to use that. Yeah, he's got that risk-free bet, Bob, that he's got to use first.
No, he has his free $1,000 bet, Mike.
Oh, that one's on points bet. I'm sorry. You're right. Yeah. That one's on points bet.
No, yes.
It is his risk-free. Yes, Mac. Thank you. Yeah, I would definitely use the free bet converter. No doubt about it.
Here, the problem is you got to have enough money to put on the other side. Okay. So if your free bet is in BetMGM, pretty simple. You just go down here to BetMGM, click it, and let's see what we got. Okay. We've got a Chargers and Browns matchup. You need the hook. The 7.5, if that was 7, that wouldn't be a good idea. You can get about 69% of this. Your free bet play amount is $1,000. You have to put 2802 on the other side, or 2,800. Let's round it off, okay, to get about $695 in profit. That's what you can figure to come out with, somewhere around there. Like I said, $600 or $700 in profit. If you can do that, it'd be great. Is it his first bet ever bet, or did the first bet he had lose? He's saying $1,000 risk free. Is he doesn't have his free bet yet? Yeah, we need a little bit more detail. I'll tell you what, Jason, do me a favor and email me, bob@oddsjam.com. Tell me exactly what you got. And before you do it, we'll go through it together, even if we have to get on a call. All right? Now, you can't get any better than that, can you, Mike?
No, he hasn't made a bet yet.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that's different. All right. So you're making your first bet in BetMGM. And you really need another book to play the other side against if you want to not have any risk involved. Like when I did it with BetMGM, I had Caesars on the other side, and I bet them both at the same time. And the BetMGM is the one that lost. Okay. And then they actually did a deposit match at that time, but they're not doing that now. You would get your free bet then. Then we can use the free bet converter to convert that. So
yeah, that's
you got to find
that's
it.
definitely the route to go there, Bob, for sure.
You could be, yeah, you can either ARB it or you can low hold it, right, Mike?
Yep.
So let me know what you want to try to do, and let me see if I can help you with it. I've done this a few times, okay? And I can help you doing that, Jason. Just email me, all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to share my screen real quick, Bob.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sharing it now. This Nico Collins over 3.5 player receptions keeps showing up here. 21.18% positive EV play, Bob. That's like crazy right now. Fair odds for it are plus 114. Yeah, there's a lot of there's not a lot to go on here except Caesars gives you a play on it. They only give you plus 100. But look at this. Pinnacle only prices that over at minus 115, but points bets at plus 160. What in the world is going on here, Bob?
Oh, I don't know.
That's insane value, dude.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
And I think I would be tempted to go with, I know I've bet Nico Collins on one of his over player receiving yards. I think it was week 1 or 2, and it hit. I think he will be utilized a little bit. So, yeah, this is an extremely valuable play, Bob.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. Let me tell you another extremely
I'm putting the
valuable.
recommended bet size on it too.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm going to go hit that. That's how you can rake in positive EV betting.
Jordan likes that Nico. And Jordan, in response to your question earlier about the NHL, they are they in the Czech Republic right now? Yes. And Slim Dan, MGM gave me multiple $100 of free bets, not one free token for 1,000. That is probably true too. I actually got site credit back when they were doing site credit. They're not doing that anymore. So yeah, Dan, you're absolutely right. That's my man, Slim Dan, right there, by the way, Mike.
Slim Dan is in the building. Bob, Deontay Johnson over 19.5 for his longest reception. So 20 yards. If he gets a 20-yard reception here, I got to be honest with you, Bob. I think I like this play plus 102 on Caesars. Pinnacle prices it at minus 118. DraftKings prices it at minus 120. So Caesars giving you that plus 102 is really good. And they juice the under like crazy, whereas Pinnacle and DraftKings give you a little bit better value, a lot better value than what Caesars does. So this play has an over 50% win probability. Recommended bet size to put on it, $30. I'm going to add that to my bet tracker as well.
I sure hope he does better than he did last week because he screwed me out of an underdog 5 pick. Him not coming through. There was nothing positive EV for the Padres Mets game, Steven.
No, nothing. I have not found. I have not found a play in that game yet today. So let me refresh again. We'll go through a couple of more plays here that we kind of like.
By the way, guys, you definitely want BetMGM if you're playing both sides on a play and you're in BetMGM and let's say Caesars. You want the BetMGM to lose because you never know when they're going to send you something that says right now $400 deposit match. It'll come out of nowhere. And they send a lot of free bets out of nowhere too. I just got a $5 free bet for nothing last night.
Yeah. This George Pickens play does certainly look like it's got some value at plus 115 on points bet. 3 other books, Pinnacle being a real sharp one, is really juicing this over and plus 115 and fair odds are plus 103 on it. So this is a real good value play as well. I will put the recommended bet size on that as well.
Okay. All right. I want to share my screen when you're done there because I'm going to show a couple things.
That's all I'm going to hit.
Points bet for your information. Stuart Zimmerman, points bet.
Yeah, they caught that, didn't they?
Yeah, they sure did.
I wasn't quick enough. I wasn't quick enough either. Don't feel bad. And actually, that popped up a little. By the time I got to it, it was still showing up on the EV page. But yeah, I'm betting that because that had been a couple of minutes sitting there still. So yeah,
been a
that's
minute.
A bummer.
Been a minute. All right, we've got Padres plus 140 right now on DraftKings. You were asking about that game. I'm going to show you guys over here in the main markets. I want an opinion on this. I hit 2 of them. All right. Player RBIs. Yeah. There is no pinnacle line here. Okay. And let me tell you what I hit. I hit Manny Machado to get an RBI plus 205 on DraftKings. And I hit Juan Soto to get an RBI plus 240 on DraftKings. Am I nuts? Am I crazy to do something like this? I like those plays. They're RBIs. Somebody's got to score. Somebody's got to drive them in. I hit a Jose Ramirez this morning. He drove in the only 2 runs of the game. So just a thought there. Now, let me go back to, this is extremely important. And I'm not going to go to the screen. I'm going to show the screen here in a second. But I just want you to look at right now that Pinnacle has the Cardinals at plus 105 for tomorrow on the money line. And you can get it at plus 104 on FanDuel. I mean, Cardinals at home, 153 games. I think this is going 3 games. I don't think they get swept. I think Michaelis does the job tomorrow. They've gotten to NOLA before. I think the Cardinals tie the series up. Yeah. Tomorrow. I like this play at getting the Cardinals at plus money.
Yep.
That's my opinion. All right.
Yeah,
I want to
Bob, that George Pickens play, the over already shooting down in that minus 105 right now. That was at plus 115. So missing out on a couple of these bit. Yeah, unfortunately. So both of those plays that I showed, that is how quick they moved. But I'm telling you, when you're on top of it and you jump and you get that kind of value on a play like that, holy cow, because PointsBet, if you lock that bet in at that price, they're going to be begging you to cash that thing out, you know, and you'll
PointsBet makes, I've run across some big mistakes that they've made in the past. All right, let me hit this screen. I want to show you something.
Dan's comment real quick, Bob.
All right, go.
He says, how do y'all feel about positive EV bets that stay on the page all day? I like the ones that disappear quickly after I bet it. Yeah, that definitely is good when they're disappearing quickly because you know you took full on advantage. The ones that stay there all day, as long as it's one that I hit early and that I got good value on it, I'm good to go. But I don't necessarily shy away from ones that have stayed on there all day. Slim, or wait, we're not allowed to say Slim. Remember, we got in trouble with YouTube for saying that. Slim Dan.
Oh yeah, that's right. Slim Dan. All right. So look, it's screen. Okay. NFL is up here right now. If I hit this drop down, I can change it. Look at all the books, guys.
Yeah.
They're all right there. Okay. This is very cool, Mike. I want to scroll down here. We already have lines on. Now, let's go to point spread because money line, we need to go to point spread. Down here, as I scroll down, you will see on 10-16 and 10-13, we've already got lines for the following week. Tampa Bay's favored by 6.5 over the Steelers. The 49ers favored by 6 over the Falcons. You might be able to find some really good lines. Now, I'm going to throw this at you, Mike. You're going to think I'm nuts. There's 2 games that I'm not sure about. Green Bay has not been impressive, and neither has the Cronkies. Green Bay's favored by 9.5 over the Jets. I know the Jets suck, but still, it's 9.5, and the Packers have not looked good at all. And the Cronkies are favored by 8.5, but you can get plus 9.5 for the Panthers right now. You know that line's going to go down. What are your guys' thoughts on making a play like that?
Yeah, that far in advance.
You can't say Slim on YouTube for real?
Because I'm still on this 49ers Panthers game, let alone looking ahead to the Rams Panthers. But hey, looking ahead to week 6, it's definitely worth doing that and shopping for lines, no doubt.
I should never get into making
well,
videos.
Stephen, the problem was we were associating it with, well, I'm not going to say the name of the person so we don't get in trouble. We associated it with an artist, a musician who uses the name Slim Dan, but not Slim Dan, and I think they didn't like that.
Because he's Slim Dan, he's the only Slim Dan.
Hey, you're not allowed to say that. Stop.
Somebody called us clowns earlier, Mike. I mean,
you got to not take offense to any of that, Bob. Who cares about that?
Was that you?
He's not used to your internet. You were cutting out in the middle of talking, so he probably didn't make out what you said. So I guess he didn't have the patience to wait. He was waiting for us to tell him what to do specifically. Well, we told him to tail you on the Padres. So if he chose not to do that, then
I said take Hader. Okay, let me reiterate that. Take Hader. Okay, not Diaz. Take Hader. And he asked Hader or Diaz, and I said Hader 3 times. So that's what we did. All right, guys. You know what? That ends the shows for this week. I'll be back tomorrow morning.
Now here's the question, Bob. We're gonna see. Will Bob be in a better mood Monday? Because if the Cardinals pull this series out and win the next 2, you're going to see the most smiling, happy, giddy, happy-go-lucky Bob you've ever seen in your life. But if they lose, if they're done tomorrow, or if they win tomorrow and lose Sunday, you're going to see probably worse than what you've seen out of Bob down in the dumps today.
You may see me throwing the hat. I'm not sure. I haven't decided.
Throw that hat. Throw a Cardinal hat if you're going to throw one.
All right.
Losing you money, not OddsJam.
Well, goodbye.
Bye,
guys. Have a good
weekend.
weekend.
On the Cardinals.
Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have been.